Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Pierre LaMar Johnson. Listen, in the last video, you heard me speak about a message from Paul to Timothy. And Paul told Timothy, listen, don't let anyone speak down to you or look down on you because of your youth. But he told him how to move about and how to maneuver through life and ministry as it pertains to the people that are under his care. And I use that passage to bring about this point, that if you cannot function on the highest height to the greatest extent as far as it pertains to your divine authenticity, if you cannot flow in your divine authenticity on the lane that you're in right now because of circumstances, because of people, because of perhaps someone's trying to stop your influence, do this. Go ahead, after you serve in humility, create your own avenue. And this is what I wanted to stress to you, and this is a part that I kind of failed to get to you because I had just gotten to Pittsburgh and I was exhausted. I thought about this, that if one was to pose the question to me, and if one was to say to me, well, Pastor Pierre, it's interesting to hear people still call me that every now and then. But Pastor Pierre, you have so many gifts, and you have done so many things at such a young age that we didn't even know about. People don't know that I ran gyms for a number of years and I had no history, I had no background, had no training or education in the fitness industry, but I created a name for myself under the auspices of the glory of God. Thank you, Lord. And God really just established some gifts. People have no idea what I have done for hundreds of churches all across the country. Again, glory to God, under the auspices of God. He's doing it. I'm just the vessel by which He's using to get it done. People have no idea about these things. Why? Because I'm not trying to throw out and put out there my resume all the time. I just want to serve. So when we serve and we're staying in the lane that we're supposed to be in, man, we're doing it with humility. And someone said to me, well, how can you stay in your own lane when you have so many gifts, but yet someone may ask you to come and do this one specific thing, but you know that you're qualified to do so much more? How do you stay in your lane? And I was reminded of this, the story of that brother, that centurion. Now, in Matthew chapter 8, Jesus had just come up off the mountain, and a leper, a man dealing with leprosy, was waiting for him there. He was down there, and he said, Lord, if you're willing, let me be healed. And Jesus said, well, I'm willing. The man was set free immediately. Then Jesus, over in Capernaum, what happened? Well, centurion met him there. The centurion said, listen, my servant is home and he's paralyzed. He can't move. He's sick. He's not doing good. And Jesus said, well, shall I go to him? The centurion said to Jesus, no. He said, I don't deserve for you to be in my house. He said, but if you speak the word only. He said to Jesus this. He said, I'm a man under authority. He said, I have servants. If I tell my servant to do this, my servant does it. If I say to one, come, they come. If I say to one, go, they go. He says, he's put it that way to say, I'm a man under authority. And I'm putting that thing to you, Jesus, because I know that you are a man under authority. Therefore, you get this authority thing. And when the question was posed to me this weekend, how do you stay in your lane when you know that you are overqualified, when you know that you have gifts, when you know that perhaps people are looking down on you because of your youth? As Paul told Timothy, they're looking down on you because of the color of your skin. They're looking down on you because of the shape of your body. They're looking down on you because your breath stinks. Well, no, not that one. If somebody look down at you because your breath stinks, probably they need to look down at you because your breath stinks. You need to loosen. Well, never mind. Anyway, they're looking down on you because of all these reasons. Listen, don't worry about that, but focus on this one thing, that you are a man under authority. How do I stay in my lane in the midst of people looking down under me or looking down on me? I'm a man under authority, and I get this authority thing. I understand that there are gifts, there are talents, there are anointings that God will use for different avenues. And just because everything is not on display on that avenue, that doesn't mean it's not going to be on display on another avenue. That's what you got to do. Stay in your lane on the avenue that you're in. Somebody hires you for a job, do your job. Yes, serve in excellence. And sometimes that may mean that you're going to go above and beyond, but stay in your lane. Why? You get this authority thing. You can create your own avenue if you need to. What does that mean? That when you stay in your lane and when you serve humbly, sometimes people will downplay your gifts. Sometimes people will not think that you are as qualified as perhaps other people say that you are. Sometimes people think that the little bit that they saw, that's all that is to you. But when they see you function on your own avenue or on another avenue, and sometimes it's an avenue that you created, that's when they will see the rest of you. Remember that scripture that said, come on now, enter into the rest of God. And sometimes it will take for someone to see you somewhere else, for them to see and witness and understand the rest of you. So, this is just part 2 of what I failed to give you before, but hopefully this breaks it down for you a little more. Get this authority thing. I've been there. That is my story. I don't go everywhere trying to show them all of my gifts, show them how much scripture I know, show them how versed I am in operations and systems and what I can do to build. No, if you bring me here to do one thing, I'm going to do that thing. I'll give you advice, I'll pray for you, I'll show love and kindness, but I'm going to stay in my lane. If you have brought other people in to do different things, then they can go ahead and do their job. I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to serve humbly, I'm going to serve in excellence, because I get this authority. It comes with some issues, comes with some apples, comes with some oranges, and in the end, it's all fruit. Get the lessons. I love you guys.